Man, that's crazy.
No way.
Hey dude, what are you so excited about?
I just made my own picture profile for free.
No, you made your own Canon Picture Profile for free?
Yeah, for free.
Shut up and take my money.
You know how I paid for those other ones in the past? I finally made one that I'm really happy with.
I have an EOS R, a Canon 70D, and 5D Mark II. I have a Canon EOS M. How can I do it?
You can do it very easy. I'll show you in a sec.
Hey guys, how's it going? Zeek here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how you guys can make your own picture profile for pretty much any Canon camera. Now I'm talking about the M50, the Canon 70D, the 7D, the EOS RP, the R, pretty much any Canon camera where you can install picture profiles. This thing is going to be a beast. Now what I've gone ahead and done is installed the picture profile that I made on the EOS M and the M50. I'm actually recording with it right now, and this is what it looks like. I'm shooting 30 frames per second for the first time, as well as 1080p. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this 30 frames per second look. You know, is it something that intrigues you? I've always been shooting 24 frames per second for YouTube, but I think 30 frames per second does look quite interesting for this sort of stuff. So let me know in the comments below. Alright, so why would you guys want to create your own picture profile? For me personally, it allows you to create a look that you are proud of. You know, with neutral and standard and all these baked in picture profiles, they pretty much set the limits for you. However, with this program I'm about to show you, you can pretty much adjust things to your own liking. You can adjust the saturation from particular colors. Here's some sample footage. This is what I shot with my own picture profile that I created, and it's something I'm proud of. I like the way it looks. I can always put it back into the software and tweak it a bit. But so far, I'm really liking it. Now this picture profile that I created, you guys can go ahead and download it. I'll leave it in the description below, absolutely for free. Let me know what you guys think about it. So far, I'm really liking it. I think the colors are really nice. Now this software is available for Windows and Mac. It's called Picture Style Editor. It's absolutely free. I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can download that as well. It's just something that you just want to play around with, have fun, tweak a few things. I use it for my EOS M. I set up my own picture profiles for when I want to take photos and I want to create the look that I want. So this allows you to have more control of your own custom picture profiles, and I think it's a great option for all these Canon cameras out there. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and take a look at the app, take a closer look and see what this picture style editing app can do for your Canon cameras. Alright, so here it is. We've got Picture Style Editor, and then we're going to go ahead and import my raw picture. So this thing will come up. This image was shot with user default picture style. The picture style will be changed to standard before loading it. Okay. Alright, so this is what I took on my Canon EOS M. You can see it's quite a difficult shot. You know, you got a lot of dynamic range going here. So we got the highlights from the blinds, from the window, and then you have a big shadow area here. So I think this is a pretty good reference image when you are creating a picture profile. You can see how the highlights are being affected and the shadows. So for the first step, you have the base picture profile, which is standard. I like to change it to fine detail, landscape, or neutral. It's pretty much up to your own preference. I'm gonna go ahead and select fine detail, and then you can see what the gain does. So over here, gain is for the sharpness. You can, you know, increase the sharpness or decrease it. I like to leave that at 1, and for the fineness and threshold, I like to boost that all the way to 10. You're actually pretty much seeing this setting right now with the sharpness. And then you got the contrast, so you can reduce that, manipulate that around. I like to leave that at -4. Color saturation, I like to leave that at 0. Now the color tone, you can make it look like an alien, so I like to leave that around -1 to 0. I'm gonna leave that there. And then you have tone curves over here. So if you're not familiar with tone curves, I'll leave a description below where it shows you how the tone curves can affect the image. But just briefly, the midtones are over here, and this is gonna affect the mid part of the frame. And then this bottom area over here is the shadow area, which will affect the shadows. So it's completely up to you what you guys want to do with this. I like to give it a bit of a punchy look. That way I'm not doing so much in post, because these are 8-bit cameras. I don't want to do a lot in post. Now with the 6 color axes, these individual colors will be affected to a much larger scale than specific colors. So let's go ahead and select, you know, yellow or green. And if I change the hues, it's going to affect those areas, as you can see. And then you can change the saturation, and then the luminosity, which will change the density. So if you go to specific colors, you can pretty much fine tune each individual color. So let's go ahead and click the eyedropper tool and select my skin. And then we can go ahead and change the hue of my skin. Alright, so I think just about there is fine. Then again, you have the curves here. So you can change the curves of that actual color to give it a bit of a pop. Alright, so far I'm happy with this and I'm ready to export. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. Alright, so I'm going to call it, I don't know, EOS M PP. And then caption, I'm going to call it EOS M Z or something. Copyright, Zeek. And then we're ready to save that. And there it is, your own picture profile. Now if you find that you've mucked up your picture profile, what you can do is go ahead and click the import folder button, and then you can select your picture profile and then just tweak this stuff that you've mucked up, and then you'll be all good to go again. So that's it guys, hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully you got something out of this. I think it's really cool that you're able to create your own picture profiles for these Canon cameras and create the look that you want. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be posting some more videos soon. See you guys in the next one.